old methodology would suggest we aim left with our feet, we aim somewhere either at the target or right with club face, but our feet to club face ratio might be something like 80 degrees difference. It's very, very difficult to try and get the ball on line if we've got part of you aiming over here and the club face or the tool aiming to the right. So I like the idea, Mick, if we can grab hold of this squarer setup logic. So I'm just going to jump in front of you guys. You just squeeze in a little bit so you've got a bit of room in the camera to see as well. Imagine a straight line, okay? Straight to the middle of you. This club face, if it works in a fairly neutral path, I've got the whole width of that club face to use. Look what happens if I just open the club face and I work on a straight path. I've probably reduced the hitting area by a third. What's going to happen now if I try and play this on a glancing blow with an open club face? I might only have a third of the club face actually to use. I would much prefer we actually capitalised on the whole face, okay? So that's why for me, aiming left with club face open tends to promote quite a forceful, powerful action, because you need a lot of energy to get that ball out of the bunker first and foremost. So I'm going to take this line and we'll completely forget it. So what about aiming my body then on a sort of parallel line? Let's just aim square. One thing I'd like to do is I'll turn my left toe out, turn my left toe towards the target, okay? The reason I'm going to do that is it actually opens my left hip a little bit. It's encouraging my body to rotate as opposed to my hands and arms doing the work. Ball position. Where would you traditionally play the ball? Inside the left heel. Mick? Front foot, good.
Further forward.
Good.
Yeah. Don't have a definitive answer for you.
Okay, fine. So my logic is definitely now saying up towards the front heel. Notice how wide I'm standing. Toe out, ball forwards. And I'm just going to push my hips and my belt buckle forwards now. So I feel like my sternum sits just behind the ball. And I'm going to try and keep my weight there throughout now. Okay? So I've got my pivot. Body's going to turn back. My body's going to turn through. Turn, turn. That's going to enable the club to work on a nice clean line, hopefully utilising all of our club face. I'd like to get to the point at impact where actually that shaft is vertical. So then I'm really capitalising on the bounce that sits in the club. But what I don't need to do is have a lot of effort. I know I've got loft. I know I've got the ability for that bounce to help the club slide through the sand. And I know that my body's able to turn in two directions, and that produces my speed.